Is this really the original White House? It survived war, fire, and destruction. Then its interior was almost completely rebuilt. So what actually remains from 1792? To find out, we go back to 1792. America's capital was still being created. A presidential residence was urgently needed, and the first stone was about to be laid. James Hoban won the design competition. Sandstone walls slowly began rising. Skilled workers shaped America's future residence. But its first president wouldn't live there.
George Washington helped oversee the project, but construction wasn't finished during his presidency. He never entered the completed residence. Someone else would become its first occupant.
In 1800, John Adams moved inside. The building was still relatively unfinished, yet it had already become America's presidential home. Then history suddenly took a darker turn. In 1812, America went to war with Britain. 2 years later, British troops reached Washington. The capital was suddenly exposed, and the White House was directly in their path. August 1814 changed everything. British forces set fire to Washington's public buildings. The president's house was engulfed in flames. Could America's young symbol survive? Much of the interior was destroyed, but some exterior walls survived the fire. The building wasn't completely lost, and that changed what happened next. America now faced a difficult decision. Should the damaged residence be abandoned, or could it rise from the ashes? They chose to rebuild. James Hoban returned to the project. Workers began repairing the burned structure. Stone by stone, the residence came back. But it would never be quite the same. By 1817, the rebuilding was largely complete. President James Monroe restored residence. The White House had risen again, but its biggest transformation was still ahead. America was growing rapidly, so was the work of its president. More staff and more business filled the building. Soon, the house wasn't big enough for everything. By 1902, major change was unavoidable. The presidential workspace was being transformed. A new West Wing was created, and the presidency moved beyond the residence. The West Wing changed presidential life. Work could now happen separately from family rooms. The presidency had gained a new center, but the old structure was quietly weakening. In the 1940s, the building had serious structural problems. Years of changes had weakened its interior. Engineers began investigating the damage, would change everything. In 1948, a massive reconstruction began. This wasn't a simple renovation. Workers would strip away the interior, and soon, almost everything inside would disappear. Floors disappeared, walls came down, rooms were dismantled almost completely. Only the historic exterior shell remained. The White House was being rebuilt from within. Imagine seeing the White House from outside. Everything still looks like history, but inside, the old building is almost gone. Would you still call it the same house? Engineers installed a massive steel framework. Modern strength was placed behind historic walls, but its hidden structure had become completely different. In 1952, the reconstruction was largely complete. The presidential residence was ready once again. Outside, it looked familiar. Inside, it was fundamentally transformed. Now the mystery becomes even stranger. The building survived fire and reconstruction. Its interior was later almost completely rebuilt. So which parts are actually original? The answer isn't simple. Different parts belong to different eras. Some preserve the earliest history. Others were added centuries later. Presidents kept changing the building. Technology and security brought new demands. Modern systems entered historic spaces. Yet the famous exterior remained recognizable. Walk through the White House today. Everything appears deeply historic. But behind those famous rooms lies modern engineering. History and modernity share the same walls. It all leads back to 1814. Without that fire, the building might look different today. The destruction forced its first great rebirth. But another rebirth was still coming. More than a century later, it was rebuilt again. This time, the transformation happened from inside. The historic shell survived. Almost everything beneath it changed. So what does original White House really mean? Is it the stone outside? The rooms inside? Or the history connecting them all?
White House is more than a residence. It's also a workplace and national symbol. Every generation and every change left another layer behind.
Sandstone to steel, its story spans centuries. It has survived war and reconstruction. Its appearance suggests continuity. Its structure tells a very different story.
Its famous white walls still stand today, but they hide a complicated history beneath them. So when you see the White House, how much of 1792 are you really looking at?